Hi guys, this is Joy Ani, scrapping in my own private Idaho, and today I am following along with Follow a Sketch February, and this is the fun layout that we're going to use. And I have the sketch. It was in my hot little hand and now it's not. I'll show it to you really quick. It is by Sherry Averill. So this is the original sketch, and I'm following it very closely. So and I wrote some notes so that maybe I won't forget things. So the paper pack that I'm using today is actually a 6x6, and this circle is 7 inches, and I'm going to show you how I got that. So this is the paper pack, and it's two-sided, and the inspiration came from this one right here. So here we go, and I did a lot of fussy cut. So hopefully this one will be shorter than I try to keep mine 20 minutes, but on these sketches I have been going a little long. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am using Calypso from Stampin' Up. I gutted my paper, and I also created this cool, it's very subtle. I'm using that, and I'll show you how I did that. So to make my clouds, because you know it's a cloudy day, okay. So this came from, I did an album retreat with Close to My Heart, and they gave us this cool stencil, one of my all-time favorite stencils, and it looks like this. And I actually traced it because I didn't want to use the whole sheet on this. If you do not have this, you might have this in your stash if you did the album retreat, but if you did not, all is well and good, because I'm thinking you could maybe use this if you have a kiwi lane. I'm just going to show you really quickly how I did that. I'm going to do it on the back because I forgot to bring another paper over and I don't want to walk away. So I just lined it up like this. I'm getting my blending brush, and I'm using Carolina ink. The color in it is balmy blue, but I don't have any balmy blue ink yet. So I've just been kind of collecting. I do the Paper Pumpkin subscription, and I've just been kind of collecting those small little ink pads. So there's one, and then you just come down. See how easy that is? But I'm thinking if you have Kiwi Lane, their templates on a border, you could have the same effect. Or if you are artistic, you could just kind of do it yourself. And depending on how close you go with your clouds, they look different every time. But I thought that was a nice subtle effect. I have cut this paper to 11.5 by 11.5 when I got all done. I'm not going to have you just watch it. I just wanted to show you that technique. And I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to set everything on here, and then I'm going to put it on my gutted piece. Okay, I'm going to set it right here so I can line things up. I have my ruler handy. I made this title. So this title is a Cricut title. If you have access, if you have Cricut access, or even if you don't, you could buy this title. I just typed in, if you just type in "love is the air" in the air, it will come up, and these are the things that it cut out. It had its own balloon, but I actually fussy cut this balloon from this because it fit perfectly. So I am in a title swap, and so we are doing February. For February, we did Valentine's Day, and we did, what was the other one? Valentine's Day and winter. That was our theme. And so I live in Caldwell, and every year they have the Boise Balloon Fest, and I thought I want my titles to be used, so I'm going to go ahead and using this, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to do, and I'm going to bring it over here so I know where I'm going to put things. So I am going to take these two pieces, and I took a picture of it because sometimes I get going and I forget. So this is this piece, of course, it's 6 by 6. It is 6 by 3. So I am going to place it at 7.5. I'm going to make sure it's lined up, and I am not concerned with the 6 by 6 paper. The only thing you have to worry about is if you're going to have it, like, see how this is going to meet. If it's going to meet like this, you want to put it someplace where it's not going to show. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line this up so that I can get things all straight. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive so I'm not shifting, because I do have a lot of layers on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's going to hang over because I forgot to trim. I forgot to take into account that I am not. I added the Calypso coral color at the last minute, and also for my photo mats. So that's why it's not cut. So I'll just trim that off. It's no big deal. Okay. So I'm going to have that, lining it up nice and neatly. It doesn't match, but that's okay. It doesn't match right here, and there's a line here, but I'm not concerned because that whole cluster is going to be on top of it. So here we go on this one. And then when you cut this, so the paper comes in 6 by 6, so when you cut this one down to, I guess it's 4. When you cut it down to 4, save your strips. Save your 2-inch strips because we're going to use them. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to put my 7-inch circle. So let me show you how I got 7 inches out of a 6 by 6 paper. So I cut this out on my Cricut as a template. So I cut my circle at 7 inches, and then I cut it in half. And so what I'm going to do is I can, if you fussy with it a little bit, and I fussied with it a little bit like this, you have to kind of turn it around, and it's going to take 2 sheets because I've got a top and a bottom. So I'm going to just kind of maneuver this around, and of course now that I'm on screen I can't get it to be like that, but I know. So you have to kind of put it diagonally, and there's not, you just kind of, honest, I did this before. Okay, so see how that is? And it is really tight, and you just cut around. I just cut around that, and it gives me, I'm just going to dab right there. Okay, and that gives me my 7 by 7 inch circle, even though I'm using 6 by 6 paper. Okay, so that's how I cut this sheet out. And so I'm going to place this. If you look at her design right here, it is kind of right here, and I'm just going to slide it under like this. And I'm not going to take this down because this is the one I kind of moved around a little bit. And then I'm going to have the top piece. Where did you go? I know you're in here. Oh, it's kind of hidden. So I did all that work, and this one doesn't show up very well. So I'm going to put this one right about here, and see how I kind of want to make sure the circle, it looks more like an egg than a circle, but I'm just going to kind of make sure, and I'm just going to tack this one really lightly because this is the one, it doesn't show, but you know, if you want yours to show, I'm sure you can maneuver it a little bit. Okay, so the next thing that I've got going is I have this lovely stripe. This is my leftover. So in her sketch, she has this one just almost to the edge right here. And I've got some things hanging out, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to, until I get everything down, I'm not a light I'm just tacking it very lightly, and I'll go in and really get it done when I'm totally happy with what I've done. Okay, so then this one comes over, and this one is not as long. See how it kind of, oh, actually this one goes longer. Sorry, I told a fib. And once again, I have a gap, but I'm not concerned about my gap because I've got all this circle goodness on top of it. So I'm just going to place it right there because that looks about right to me. So I'm going to go ahead and tape it right there, very lightly. And then I have my next strip. This strip is 1.5 by 6, of course, and that's this one. And it goes right on top here. And it is shorter. It comes right in here. It's shorter like this. So we're going to put that one right there. We're just building and building. I'm just going to put this really tight, and I can tell that I'm probably going to run out of a tape runner. And then, okay, so this one, and then this one goes right to the edge of the circle. And I'm just going to overlap it because I don't want to trim right now. And like I said, it's all covered up. I'll probably go back. Come on. That's what happens when you buy a tape runner at a garage sale. Okay, here we go. There's that. Now, here comes my next circles. My next circle is, and I'm going to leave this circle. I'm going to kind of go right there because I want it to be, okay, I want it to be in the center. Am I in the center here? Because otherwise I'll look goofy. Right here. All right. And then I have my coral clouds in the air. I kind of like the fact that these are, and I'm going to move this one down a little bit. Yeah, there. I'm going to put that right there. Right there. It does get hidden, but I'm okay with that. In her sketch, I don't think you see the top of that either. And then I'm going to put this right here. And this circle is, I believe this one is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and it goes right here. This one is 7 by 7 cut in half, like I showed you. This one is a 5 3/4 or 5.75. That's as large as you can get a circle when you're cutting out 6 by 6 paper. And then this one is, the circle is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 because that's the size I print my pictures with the Creative Prints from the Epson machine. And then this one is, so this is 4 1/2 by 4 1/2, and then this is 4 and 0.75. Okay, so that's my circles. I got everything going here. And now I'm going to, I'm saving this one off because I want to make sure that all of my pictures are not going to, and she has them, this is a smaller one, but 3 3/4 pictures are my favorite size. So I am, my pictures are a little bit larger, and that's the beauty of a sketch is, and I don't want a lot to be covered. The pictures that I'm going to use, most of the emphasis is above them because they're at the hot air balloon. So, and I'm going to do this for a variety of years because I don't have, they're not very good. My daughter's one of my son-in-laws is very good about pictures, and the other two are not. So I don't have enough for to show. So I'm gonna, this circle goes right in here, and I'm gonna slide that just so you can kind of tell that that's a circle, and it gives you the illusion that this circle is really big since I'm using 6 by 6 paper. All right, so that's how that's going to be. I'm going to place my hot air balloons. Oh, I had to switch that. I was going to put that there, but see how it's on the yellow, so I actually switched that. And then this is going to be up here. It's going to be pop dotted so I can slide my pictures in. So I will do that. These are old Close to My Heart shaker elements, but I always use the pop dots out of them first. So I need to start making some star cards because I've done a good job with that. And I don't waste anything. There's no need to waste. So this one's going to go here. And this was fussy cut from the paper. So that one goes here. And then this one I'm going to pop dot so that I can slide my pictures in. And I might save this. I've been here 10 years and I've never gone to the Balloon Festival. I've always watched it when I was on recess duty. And last year I really wanted to go, but I didn't have anyone to go with me. So this year I'm going to go if I have friends. So if no one else will go with me, I'll be pitiful and one of my friends will say, I'll go with you. Okay, so this one is, oops, is that sliding around? It sure is. Okay, I'm going to tape that down a little bit. I want this to center a little bit. It's not real centered. Okay, I'm going to slide that in. Oops. So the Follow Sketch February, there are a lot of people that are following along and doing this sketch. So you can, if you love the sketch like I do, you can pop over and see what everyone else is doing. So this is from my title sketch. So those of you that have this title, I'll hope you make a layout out of it. So we did a title swap. It's so much fun. So and my goal is that the titles don't remain in my desk forever, that I go ahead and use them. So yeah. All right, so this is pop dotted, and it goes right here. I can put journaling of the dates right here, and that is the finished layout. It was so much fun. I hope you will like and subscribe. I will be doing Follow Sketch February all month long. The chances of me getting behind are very, very, oh, sorry, I forgot one more thing. So now you're going to see why I went ahead and I'm going to trim this. I'm hanging over. Nobody wants that. Just going to go ahead and trim that off like that. And so you saw it before, and this is why we add borders around, because it just gives it a little pop. I'm normally a 2-page scrapper, but I don't have enough pictures for 2 pages. I might add a companion page to this layer, but this was so much fun. And yeah, so tell me what you think. If you've been to the Boise Balloon Festival, let me know. And so I hope you'll follow along. The sketches for this are fantastic. They're free. And Follow Sketch February is a Facebook group, and you can join it just by asking. And then you have these beautiful free sketches. And so anyway, if you want to see more pictures of this, and I have a Facebook page that's called Joyani Scrapping in My Own Private Idaho, and I'll have some still pictures, and you can look and see what you think. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.